So this is my rather old school setup, but I'm beginning to learn in my old age that sometimes simple can be quite rewarding, really, especially if you don't get out that often. So this is the inside of the Arrows, my homebrew scratch built foam ball plane, and you can see I've got the Sparrow flight controller there. I've got the Motion RC compatible with Free Sky receiver here, and that's the Sparrow's GPS, which is just sat under there, which seems to be fine. And to get the CAG on this, I've just got a 4-cell lithium ion stuffed right up in the nose, wedged up there. Yeah, you can put in quite a bit more in the way of batteries, but it's quite a heavy airframe as it is, and it will do probably about 15 minutes. Well, it will do 15 minutes on the lithium ion packs without depleting them beyond repair. So that's quite adequate for me. In fact, I'm really pleased with the way this thing flies. It's not fast, but it just hangs in the air and pootles around. It's stable. Couldn't ask for more, really, considering it cost me about $30. $30 of foam and donor parts from an old smashed plane. Yeah, the airframe, motorcycle spokes, and foam board, hot glue, packing tape. That's about it. Cost peanuts, but it's a shape and design that I like. I've always liked the drifter, the ultralight drifter kit, which they don't make anymore. I had great fun with mine until I pretty much wrote it off, and then I discovered the E-Sky Eagles, which is somewhat similar, which absolutely flies fantastic. And then I stumbled across this one on Tinternet, Julius Perdona's free plans, and he shows you how to make them. And I thought, I've always fancied doing a scratch build, and I'll have a go at this one, and it's surprisingly easy. Just a bit disappointed that on my last flight out a couple of days ago, I had a bit of an altercation, and it's sort of concertinaed the nose up slightly, but put a slight line down here, but it came down hard, and I was really surprised that the rest of it was alright, to be honest. It's amazing what a bit of tape can do. So I've made up this FPV pod, which is just very light, just slots in here like so, a little clip to hold it in place, and well, if I'd had my camera sat on the top there, it's obviously, you can see is I can tilt her and pan her around and just have a little look. I can look right over the edge, right down onto ground as I'm flying past. I've got a wire a bit caught there at the moment. That's what I'm showing you. I would like to get a 180 servo. I could probably pinch one out on my other planes. It's all very cheap, this setup, but I'm quite looking forward to seeing the footage that I've just had from these flights out. And I've got the Foxeer Falcor Mini, I think it is, hanging underneath there, same as I do with the Eagles. It's just really, it's all like a backpack type thing. It's attached to a TS832 600 milliwatt transmitter, and I've just got the power straight off the main battery leads powering the VTX, and the VTX is powering the camera, and it's clean. I don't get any interference, and I've just got the rubber ducky underneath, which will give me, well, I know it can give me a good 4Ks. I haven't done it on this one. And then of course got the trusty old number 16 808 stuffed on the tail at the moment, because I wanted to see if I had any more problems with it like I was having the other day. So I wanted to have some sort of black box footage of the aileron movement should I have problems. But today, out here, the airfield, I've had not a single problem at all. So hopefully I've sorted it out. Not quite sure what I did, which is always most annoying, but I did have a servo reverser on the aileron, one of the aileron servos, and it was actually right by the ESC, and I'm wondering if that could have been it. So I repositioned the servo and did away with the reverser, and checked all my connections and couldn't get any problems to arise on the ground. And today I've been flying it for probably on and off for about 3/4 of an hour, and I haven't had a single glitch, so hopefully that's it. I did have a low RSSI warning on my radio. It said it was extremely low, in fact, in one point, but I flew out to that same point several times afterwards, same sort of altitude, and it didn't occur again. I don't probably trust this copy FreeSky receiver as much as my standard FreeSky stuff, so I will probably put one of my long-range ultra trusty FreeSky receivers in this, and I'll be totally full of faith then. Although return to home, I tried it twice or 3 times today, and the Sparrow did exactly as it should. So, but I have been too much of a chicken to turn the handset off and make absolutely sure that it will rebind in the air. Don't really want to do it here, not when there's not on the airfield with clubhouse and stuff around, which I've had permission to use, by the way. And obviously line of sight, that is. What was I going to say? Yeah, if I turn the handset off, it certainly goes into failsafe, because the control surfaces start jittering, as you can see, which is what they're meant to do, which is very similar to the sound that I was getting when it was giving me all the problems in the air the other day. So it may well have just been the fact that I was losing signal, because I thought I was using the DJT module on the back here, but I've forgotten I'm using the internal module, so I had the antenna like that. So let's go back out.
Welcome to OpenTX. Throttle warning. Switch warning. Normal gyro. Throttle.
That's a spec.
Aileron low.
Right, so actually I think I might do is just walk away from it and just see if I get that RSSI warning.
Normal gyro.
Yeah, gyro. The rates are medium. Throttle active. Right, one last little go then. See if we can scare the shit out of the sheep. So I'm not doing anything that an off she's going. Quite steep, but totally nice. It's just nice to fly, I have to say. It's not fast, but she's big. She is a what is it? I can't remember now. 1700 wingspan, so it's quite big. Actually, yeah, she's good. Round the sheep up with this. So I can throttle back and she cruises along quite nicely. So this is a battery that I've been using, so it hasn't got a lot left in it. But again, it is a lithium ion. Are you alright in there? Dead chuffed.
Throttle disabled.